The Best of Jasper Carrot, an LP I got in a 5 for £1 deal at the Florence Nightingale charity shop in the Eden Centre in High Wycombe. In the 1970s, a number of folk singers found that the most popular part of their act was the stories and jokes they would tell between the songs. The most famous of these was probably Billy Connolly, but there was also Max Boyce, Mike Harding and Jasper Carrot. They all had a very strong regional element to their humour. Connolly was very Glaswegian, Boyce was ridiculously Welsh, Harding was a professional northerner, and Carrot was the one from Birmingham. Jasper Carrot first became a national celebrity when he had a hit single with a song called Funky Moped. The song itself was unremarkable, but it was the B-side that people were buying it for. It was called The Magic Roundabout, and it was one of those B-sides like John Lennon's Working Class Hero that seemed to be constantly being played on pub jukeboxes. The actual Magic Roundabout was a bizarre children's television show that no one of my generation is ever going to forget. It was made in France with the stop-motion characters speaking dialogue, but in the UK the script was abandoned and a voiceover told the story of what was being seen. It featured a dog that looked like a mop, a jack-in-the-box puppet released from its box bouncing around on a spring, and a stoned hippie rabbit called Dylan. The heroine was a young girl called Florence, who was the token normal character. Jasper Carrot's Magic Roundabout sketch is an innuendo-laden retelling of a typical Magic Roundabout story. At the time, its risque implications were considered too racy for Top of the Pops, even though now it sounds quite tame. This album is much tamer than I remembered him. The humour is quite gentle and of its time, and his accent is much less evident than I remember in his later work. His rant about zits only really worked when us Brits were new to the term, and the sketch where he reads out apparently genuine excuses for accidents that motorists had given on insurance claims has in recent years been done much more pithily and outrageously by Joe Lycett. Though this album does have the Magic Roundabout, I was disappointed that it does not have the Loony on the Bus and Moles, where he would work himself into a frenzy describing the lengths he went to rid his lawn of moles. If I got one thing from this LP, it is that nostalgia is not what it used to be. The Best of Jasper Carrot.